welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution, where we are now in the Detroit Convention Center. We're heading for Taggart to try and see what information he has. That may be useful for us. Probably sends us off on more information chasing. What? Seriously, what the hell is that?
The plaza near the Sarah building?
Bill is really changing the world for the better. We're changing it back to what it used to be. To before these people started poisoning their bodies.
Subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development
Are we overdoing it with the Augs, maybe?
He wants to limit you. He wants the government to have jurisdiction over
You
your
don't have to get
body.
uppity just because I don't agree with you on this.
I'm not getting hot. It just frustrates me how something grown human acts so superior. Like we have all the answers.
I hope you're just here to listen. Although Mr. Taggart is done with his speech already.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Sarif Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Sarif and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Sarif scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
So I need... Is actually... Must we confront it directly? Okay. Confront.
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen. I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
Okay, Beta...
You're right. Picking up my life after that surgery was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've gotten past it, because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
Well, you may have a point, perhaps. What is it you're truly looking for?
Good.
Absolution? A return to the feeling of control you lost when your limbs were taken from you? Do you think coming here today and casting me as your enemy will help you achieve that?
Do you always know what the people at Humanity First, your people, are doing?
Of course I want control.
Continue with
Every
confront.
time I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. Do you always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
As I've pointed out, my level of awareness would not be something we could expect you to understand. Look at every speech I have ever given. Every piece of documentation available, all of them clearly indicate the same thing. Humanity Front is committed to nonviolence. Anything less would dishonor the memory of my wife, whose murder was the direct result of augmentation addiction. Who are you to suggest otherwise?
Some stuff. If Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction in any way, he dishonored your wife's memory. For her sake, and for the sake of the people who were taken, I need to know where he is. You choose to be responsible for everyone underneath you the day you choose to be the boss. Confront
I know about
again.
your wife's murder, Mr. Taggart, and how it led you to start Humanity Front. I've lost someone close to me too, but I have a chance to get her back. If Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction in any way, he dishonored your wife's memory. For her sake, and for the sake of my people, I need to know where he is.
How dare you besmirch my beloved wife's honor to further your own ends? I have never been so despicably attacked in all my life. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but after Mr. Jensen's outrageous attack on me and my wife's memory, I need a few moments to collect myself. Mr. Jensen, be gone when I come back.
Okay.
Watch it, sir. There are guards everywhere. Any attempt on Mr. Taggart will be met with deadly force.
Okay, we assume that means we do not get to go that direction. That security guard. Any over here? Is, and there's a camera. Let's take one of those, get another battery going. Bathroom. Though I suspect I should be able to move here. As long as I don't go in that. Maybe there is a vent in here. Okay. Now, vent. Where have you taken us?
Turn this off, man.
Why? Don't you want to know what's going on out there?
Just can't watch these cowards with masks throwing rocks.
I believe in their cause, though. I don't feel like being a slave to a bunch of super soldiers in 5 years.
Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage of Detroit, Toronto.
Okay, let's activate. Drop down. There we go. May not be anything on this really, but it's not enough energy. Okay. Like, wait, energy or what? Visible.
Access granted.
Laser, sir.
Sandoval's in Detroit. Hold up in some apartment building on Grand River Road. I'm heading there now.
All right. But Adam, try to do it a bit more discreetly this time. Athena's got her hands full, fending off reporters from your last stunning attempt at diplomacy.
Forgive me, but I will not be able to attend your speech this evening. I'm having a family emergency. Several of my brother's kids are getting out of control, and, well, I'm sure you can appreciate why I need to be available to them. If you need to reach me, I have retired to the apartment I usually use not far from the Chiron building on Grand River Road. All of this is unfortunate, but I take consolation in the fact that these sacrifices will allow us, to better do God's work. Sincerely, Isaias. Your book changed my life. Mr. Taggart, I don't know if you read all your mails or if you have people doing this sort of thing for you, but regardless, I hope this message reaches you. Your book, No Better, The Myth of Human Augmentation, changed my life. I owe you so much it is hard for me to express. I have never been a really attractive woman. I'm a bit on the chubby side, and my traits are not those favoured by the canons of the times. I always resented my appearance and the way I felt when people looked at me. For years I obsessed about surgery and augmentations. I never had the money or the courage, but I always dreamed of having the perfect eyes, the perfect face, the perfect arms, and so on and so forth. I was disgusted with myself, with this ugly shell I was stuck in. But when I read your book, and about all this augmentation nonsense not really being about the bettering of oneself, but rather about indulging in one's self-rejection and self-disgust, it really struck a chord. All I wanted to do was poison my body, deform it, and pollute it with foreign elements. Elements that are not human, elements that are not me. I'm better now. I've joined a group for people with low self-esteem, and I've gotten better. I'm one of your most avid supporters, and I think you are a living legend, someone who will be remembered for hundreds of years to come. Thank you so much, Nancy. Go back to Utah, whatever. Fucking religious nut. I'm sorry that you feel this way, Mr. Strice. Truly, I am. And although I suspect I am merely wasting my breath, I would still like to try and better expose to you my point of view. I do believe in God, as you so rightly point out, and the value and sanctity of the human body. And although this may be a direct result of my Mormon upbringing, it is not the reason I advocate an end to human enhancement technologies, the basis for my belief, for my thesis, and indeed the reason I founded the Humanity Front in the first place, is because of what I personally witnessed in the months following my wife's death, and then for years afterwards during my practice as a professional psychologist. Might I suggest that you reread my book, and then maybe you'll revise your assertions? I would have suggested you simply read the book in the first place, as I doubt you actually have, but that would have been rather insulting, wouldn't it? Regardless, I admire your dedication in pursuing what you believe in and pushing this discussion forward with those who see things differently. Sincerely, William or Taggart. Sincerely yours. Sincerely's. Start signing off with that. This is the East Coast, Taggart. We're liberals here, and we actually enjoy freedom. Go back to Utah with your 12 wives and non-evolutionist theories. Fucking zealot. Your book is shit. This conversation was automatically saved in your inbox. Again, I'm telling you we should wait until the vote. I understand the value of prudence to a point. This is a mistake. We have to act now. We have to secure this as soon as possible. Why? What happens if we get caught? We won't. There's confident and there's presumptuous. I'm telling you, it's out of your hands. And I'm telling you, the population will listen. They're ready. This is a mistake. That's bad. Not just out of reach. But we can move this. Maybe not. There we go. Oh.
This company prides itself on maintaining a safe environment and an ethical approach to research at all times.
That's
We invite critics
alright.
and members of the public to tour our facilities
So we are now going out of the building.
but order, focus, moral responsibility.
All is now firmly in the United Nations Court. This
Cool.
is Sam, reporting to you live from my
Let's take a look. I think we're behind in the lines here. There we go. Weird jump crouch thing. No. Okay. Right, we need to go that way. Is there... Can we go out the front door? Is there a way out this way?
Patch me through. Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki, of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on riot control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kind of freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kind of busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
I have to admit, Nikki, I'm having a hard time believing White could come up with something like this. He can barely tie his own shoelaces without tripping all over himself.
That was then. This is now. After his last stint in Standish, he got bug-eyed crazy. Started talking about how the gang war and Derelict Row was all part of a government plot, and it's time he did something about it.
I remember him saying that augmented kid we took down last year was a cover-up.
Exactly. And he's been railing against Wayne Haas, the PD, and anyone else involved in that ever since. I'm telling you, Adam, he's been getting more and more violent. Now he's got explosives, and we've got a giant bullseye painted on our ass.
So why is it nobody trusts your source?
He used to run with White's old crew, but he's a 3-strike pert facing a dime on some damn parole violation. He's trying to cop a deal, so nobody trusts him. Thing is, I know he's reliable. He hasn't bullshitted me yet, and I don't think he's doing it now.
Okay.
How did White even manage to get his hands on explosives?
My source says he got the bomb materials from some government stash out in Highland Park. It's all I know so far. But it all fits! He was last seen ranting at a rally about shattering the foundation of the hypocrisy or some bullshit like that. You know, quoting Che Guevara and talking about violent revolution.
Did he have the shirt, too?
What? Anyway, he practically named the date and time of this reckoning. And it's tonight. It has to be.
Okay, let's get some details.
What is it exactly that you need me to do?
You mean you'll help me out? Really?
I didn't say that. Assuming I did agree to help, what would you need me to do exactly?
Oh. Well, based on Jacob's history and his new political agenda, I can almost guarantee he's going after cops. I've warned everyone working street detail and anyone else who'd listen to keep an eye out. But with half the force tied up with the protests and rioting, I can't get the manpower for a proper search. I need you to check a few spots my CI thinks Jacob could be at, and take care of the threat if you can. Even if you find nothing, great. It put my mind at ease, at least.
Okay, that's it.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Keep it
Mickey,
together.
relax. Keep it together.
I'm trying, Adam. I don't think I'm cut out for this kind of stuff. People could die. We could die.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. But it could be anywhere. He wouldn't risk going to the precinct. Too many people would recognize him. That leaves the transit station, the sewers, and the alleys around the precinct. Look, I need to stay here and report any leads to my CO. Can you check those locations for Jacob? Or his bomb?
No problem. Anything else you can give me?
I don't know. You remember what White looks like, right? Tall, Caucasian, skinhead? He's not the quietest guy, so you'll probably hear him before you see him.
Yeah, a real philosopher king. I remember.
Yeah, so if you just keep your eyes and ears open, I'm sure you'll find him. Also, I heard he's had some major augmentation work done. I'd be extra careful around him. I think the White we used to know has been replaced with something much worse.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
Okay. Sure. Try not to do that. Okay, so where's closest? This one. I'm gonna check in here and see if they got any more. Probably haven't. No harm in checking, right?
Will you be purchasing anything today?
Depends. Do you have anything? You do not.
Okay. Have a good evening.
Did get one praxis, so we could look at spending that. The wall thing or speed up energy recharge. Or more cells. Get another cell. Does it always fill up to the point of only one being not full? I guess we'll find out. Okay. Where are we going with this? We should be going up. It's in here. Metro tunnel, we've been through there. They weren't there. But now that we have the mission, possibly changed. So not here, so let's check where are the other places. They are both out. Well, there's one of them over here, down in the sewer. Okay, so we need to go that way regardless. I have a feeling it's probably in the sewer.
It's just embarrassing, really. Like anyone can walk into the precinct. I'm trying to remind. What if this wasn't the first time? Some gang leader out here.
Okay, that's down in the sewer.
They may even know where we live. Don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. We detect even the slightest suspicious fluctuation in signal, we have to shut down. The world order and their team of expert hackers could be trying to track it. That's why we have to create an overt oversight for every
Mines. God damn it. Alright, let's get this peps going out. There's a lot of turrets. Okay, let's see. Probably won't. See if we can have a look for a terminal. Damn. Okay, we let him walk. Gonna use a hack thing just so we get it done. We gotta disable because we gotta knock him out. Just gotta turn the turrets off. God, look at that guy. So we want 9. The trick. Let him walk back again. Maybe don't need to. And disable. Alright. I wonder if he has an AUG to stop this from doing what it does. Guess not. Rise up, brothers and sisters. The state's grip may be tightening around people's necks, but it can't choke everyone. The gang war in Derelict Row is being provoked by the government to distract people from the nuclear silos they're building below our feet. FEMA is the new intelligence wing of the Department of Defense, but I'm about to repay them. Oh yes, I've liberated explosives for the cause. Join me and help strike a blow against the government and their neo-fascist foot soldiers. Together we can reshape this once great nation. So now we need to disarm, I guess. Let's just not take the chance. Okay, that's done, I guess. Now we go back to... Hold on, before we head up to holster. Okay, I guess there's no way out. That turns off the electrics in the water. Yep. Okay. Let's head back. That our very nervous friend know that has been sorted. Okay. There we go. This way. Back to the convention center. Okay, so the third one did not charge up. So I guess the first two always recharge, and the rest of them do not. Those mechs are crazy.
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
It's done. Don't worry.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Oh, and it isn't much, but take this. The cops have a Deadpool going. I don't like it, but you take down a cop killer and you get a bounty, that sort of thing. I usually reserve this to pay off our CIs, but I think you earned it. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Ah, shit! I totally forgot about that. I'll get EOD on it right away. Last thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Nora 92 to Central. Come in, Central. Over.
Nora 92, this is Central. Over.
That code 10 I called in earlier.
Alright, let's leave it at that. And pick up again next time. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you have enjoyed the series so far and continue to do so. If you have, if you haven't, do the thing, and I'll catch you next time. All the best. Bye bye.